Hello there, and welcome to another stream of Untitled Game Studios. Kaado is back. Kaado is back for another programming stream. And I'm missing the Bongo Cat. Where is it? Bongo Cat. Bongo Cat. There you go. Sound alert. Sound alert. God damn it. I forgot about that. Well, anyway, another stream without sound alerts on my side. Need to set up that and remind. So let's just get that in here. Setup. So setup sound thingy zenas. There you go. Anyway, we are back on another programming stream, and today we are messing around with enemy movement. Yes, indeed. But before we start, let's just play some music. There we go. There's some music in here. By the way, I own the rights to play this music on stream, so no copyrights in this thing. It's part of a pack that I bought on Humble Bundle, yada yada. I have the rights for this, so yay. But anyway, now that we have music, I can start the movement thing. So continuing with our lovely enemy and our player. So this enemy, we have the detection thing that we have made in the previous stream, and he now can detect us, the player, with the radar system that we have created, as well follow the player too. So basically the enemy already has some movement. Although there's some bugs to be fixed, but well, it is what it is. Because as you can see, if the enemy detects the player, now it starts following it. But if it doesn't detect the player, well, it just stays in there, you know? Now we need to polish this enemy movement. So basically, I will need to fix the problem of the player target. Meaning, if the enemy detects the player with the radar system, it stores the player as a target to follow, and so that target, let's just show it in code, and so this target will now be the player, and if the target is the player now, the enemy will follow the player around. Basically this is the code for ground enemies, by the way. The AI hasn't evolved, so it's just a follow on horizontal movement. It doesn't have vertical, doesn't have jump. It's a dumb AI, if you could call it AI, because it's just simple math. But yeah, it's movement. But let's just focus something in here. So, if the player leaves the thing, the radar thing, the enemy should stop, but it doesn't. He's special, Imam said it. Well, there is an educated way to call someone special. I'm not going deep into that because I don't want to be cancelled, but yeah, that's a joke in there. Anyway, now what I was going to with this. So basically, I want this reference in here. It is set up on radar, and if the player basically leaves the radar thing, it should trigger a new target. And if the player leaves the target itself, it should become null, because on enemy the target is only set up by the player, basically. Because for you, those who don't remember, if I select the radar thing, we can see the only layer activated is player, so the only targets that this system can focus are players. And because you only have one, if the player leaves the radar, it should become null. But that is the problem. Meaning, the enemy, we have this target, right? And I'm setting up the target to be the target on the radar, right? But this target can become null. The problem is, the way C# works is by referencing variables, and so this target will become a reference of the player, meaning when I trigger this, the target will become a reference of the player, which is basically gonna turn the player the new target. So basically, this target from the enemy, this variable, this object on the enemy class, will not be the target from the radar, but it will be the player itself. I can try fix that by indicating a reference, for example, but I don't know how to work with this, which is, yeah, something new to learn, I guess. So let me see. A parameter or local reference. Parameter. I mean, there's this. Or reference. Can I indicate like this or something? No, I can't. Abstract, external, partial. The abstract is on class, not in here. Now I'm starting to get annoyed. Doesn't matter, this must become that. Let me just turn this into virtual. The thing about virtual, it needs to be overwritten, so yeah, not a good thing. Not a good thing. And I don't want to turn enemy into an abstract class. Well. Let me see. If this becomes null, the collider we receive in here, it triggers something, we get the target from the radar, and if it's null, target should become null. But it doesn't. Remove from call or remove this object from this set, and for each, if it doesn't do nothing, it does not set the new target because it didn't do stuff in here. So, if detected objects dot size in this counts in Unity, it's below 0 or below 1, which means doesn't have nothing, then target. I can do this after, because this is just a simple fix for now. Then this target equals no. There you go, simple fix. Simple fix. Learn ref on C#. Everyone blames pointers and reference and whatever in C++. In this case, it's something that I'm missing and I don't understand in C#, so there you go. Well, let's just see if this fixes the bug. Start following me. Now let's just go fast and just wait a little bit. It still follows me. Wait a second. Okay. It does bad things in here. Then there's this. Let's just not make this line trigger a null exception, shall we? There we go. Fast, and then this is again the radar 46. So radar 46. It was this target name. Alright, alright. Now we'll need an if else in here as well. So if target isn't null, then return target transform. I mean, can I do one of those cool if statements on a line? Let's just see. Target, if target differs from null, exclamation mark. So transform dot no, it's target dot transform 2 points no. Yeah, nicer, you know. Let me see here. Does this fix the problem? or it keeps it the same. In my experience, if statements solve everything. Well, there you go. Well, I guess it's fixed everything. There you go. Exactly like Pixel John has said. If statements resolve everything. Now, there is something happening in here that I have noticed because I'm sensible to these things, you know. See, told ya. There you go, there you go. Yes. Well, this is just a fix until I learn about reference in C#, if it's possible or not. I believe there's a way, although I'm not certain, about making a reference of a reference, which is what I wanted to create. I don't know if it's a proper thing to do or not, or I just need to create a better system than this. Probably is that the answer, create a better system. Well, or I can just put a target on the enemy class and then the radar changes the target on every enemy class. Although I can make enemy class be a parent of another. For example, destructible class, I can put a target on destructible class and then make radar affect the target in there, which makes possible to get the target in here and blah 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 yada yada. There you go. Referenceptions. It's something like that. It's the way of C# works, you know? Because C# doesn't store a copy of a reference. For example, if you want to create a copy of a reference and not a reference itself, you basically need to create a new instance of that object. Well, these words are nice for people that understand programming, so let's just pick up a paint, you know? Just so I can explain easy. So you have an object, this circle, you know? Normally in programming, if you make circle equals to variable, you know, this is an object. It's a copy of this ball, you know? But if I, for example, create an X, this new object doesn't have an X because this is a copy of this. And I only edited this. But if I say, for example, this is on C# C++ thingies, whatever. So if this is a reference of this ball, if I create an X in here, basically it automatically shows an X in this object because this object is a reference of this. So if this changes as well. The problem is I'm trying to basically, this is the player, this is the target on our radar, and I'm doing this on the enemy. And basically, if this becomes null, if I just delete this on the radar, because the player is no longer on the radar, so for example, if I just delete this on the radar, this stays a circle which is the player, because the reference from the enemy to the radar pointed to the reference of the player itself. So if I delete the reference on the radar, it does not do nothing, basically. Well, there is multiple ways to fix this. Future Kaado can deal with that, doesn't matter, it's working right now, whatever. So like prefabs, yes and no. So basically prefabs is a copy of that object, which is the opposite. Meaning, when we create when we use a prefab is basically an object, and we create copies of it. right now every object in here in code, so this is an object, basically an object called target. This can stay private, by the way, because yeah, this object will be a reference and not a new object, if that makes sense. For example, on the player, where is that? Is a weapons thing. When we create the instance of the, I believe we have a weapon thing, I believe, but basically there you go. We have an instance and we have set active to false. This is wrong, but anyway, doesn't matter. The thing is, in here we are not indicating a reference to an object. We are basically creating a new one, and that new object will have the same values as this impact effect, for example. Does that make sense? Well, it does to me, but well, programming things doesn't matter. What matters is the bug is fixed. Whatever, there is another bugs to be fixed, but that I can deal with that later. Whatever, doesn't matter. When I start flipping the object itself to follow direction of our player and stuff, it will fix itself. If it comes out functional, it then makes sense. Well, yes. As long as this works, is what matters. By the way, hydrate. There we go, there we go. So, our enemy kinda moves, but kinda don't. Meaning, if the enemy is facing our player, but the player is not in range of the thing itself, the radar, then the enemy is not moving. That creates a problem. So, what we can do to fix this? So, we can create a patrol system. Some kind of patrol thingy that we can just say, well, if the target is null, it should not move, right? Exactly right in here. But if there is a target, then the enemy will always move to that target, you know? But if the target is null, for example in here, the start thingy, if the target is null, then we should move to the target set by the patrol system, for example. It's something similar to what we have made on Godot for our other project Exauria. And by the way, quick shout out for our other projects. If you are interested in testing them, you can just go to ugs.pt.io, and there you can see our other projects. For example, we have a homepage for our Droian already, but as you can see, just a page, it doesn't have our project in there. But follow us to probably see in the future a release of the demo of this game. But if you want to test our Exauria or Red Run alphas, you can then test in there. By the way, the Exauria is the JavaScript version, not the Godot version, which has the patrol system fully working. For that, you need to see the VODs on our YouTube channel, so you can check us in there. And if you like what you see, you can also subscribe. But anyway, let's just move on and focus in this. So basically we want to create a follow system similar to what we have on Exauria. Or well, it's the way that I'm going to do that, which is a proof sound system. So, to do that I need to create two things. I need to create a target thing to set the... So I need to create basically a target object, and when the enemy reaches that target, then it needs to swap to another one. Exauria returns. Hell yeah. So move side to side within an X range. No. That's lazy and that's bad. We don't want to do that. We could do that, but why we don't? Well, what if I want to basically make the enemy go in vertical instead of horizontal? Then that X will be a mistake, you know? But aren't you a bad boy? Bad boy. No, I'm not gonna sing because, yeah, copyrights. Well, I don't want to do that because I want to have the flexibility of setting up the way I want our enemies to patrol. So basically making your job easier. Meaning, I will be able, or you, or everyone messing around with levels, will be able to basically set up patrol not only for ground enemies, but also the flying ones, or even our bosses if you want to make bosses have a patrol thing. You know? So basically I'm just creating one system to rule them all. The problem is, if I have set up to move within an X range, basically we couldn't we not only couldn't make enemies patrol on different hallways, basically they will just move an X thing, but let's just say they start following the player and then the player makes them close to a wall and the player moves away. Then the enemy will start going again to the X range, and for example it will start to move against the wall non-stop. So basically walking stupidly against the wall. You may have seen some of those things on Exauria, for example, even though Exauria has the patrol system already, but still it moves against the wall because it's trying to reach a player. So it's something similar. He's trying to move to something, but he's dumb to not know where it should go, basically. And we don't want the enemy to be dumb, or at least that dumb, you know? We want the enemy to have a point to go. So we just move the point to where we want the enemy to move, and just say to the enemy, move to this place. And then on that point we'll detect when the enemy reaches that place, and then move to the other place, and so on and so forth, creating a patrol way where the enemy can move, you know? And then if the enemy enters the radar system, then the enemy starts following the player, and then when if the player goes away from that radar thing, then the enemy should go back to patrolling, basically. But to do that we need to create a patrol system. Telling the enemy, this is the way. Do you know the way? Talking about dead memes as well. Basically that. We'll tell the way to our enemy. And because why not? Way. Just to have a little reference in our code, I'm gonna call this object way, because why not? And I need to set up this to be visible. For example, a dot like this. There you go. Doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter where it is. What matters is a script that I'm going to create. And that script will be called patrol point. So, patrol point for the script. Let's just open the script. Where is it? Come on. There you go. We probably don't need the start and update and wherever. You are trying to play sound alerts and I don't have that set up. Come on, man. Don't make me sad. I forgot to set up the sound alerts. I have been with full of stuff to do. That will be, and I just forgot. So sorry. But anyway, let's just focus on the patrol system. So, the serialized field, by the way, will need a reference. And that reference will... Does it need to be... Yeah, let's just do good practice. So private target. Or let's just do a proper thing. So transform next point. The P should be bigger. And then I can just do a public transform so we can get this thing. Get next point. And we can just do return next point. So now with this we can just create multiple patrol points, basically. So let's just wait a little bit. And in this, on our patrol point, to show the way to our enemy, we'll have the patrol point. Wait a second, this... Okay, we have legacy code with patrol things. By the way... moving right. What the hell is this? Raycasts and all. We'll probably need these codes for doing raycasts, but I will just... Yeah, this is legacy, this is not my code, whatever. And I'm not gonna use it right now, so doesn't matter. I will probably use it in the future, but right now, yeah, I will not use it. So, we have this with patrol points, so the next point is 0. There's none, it's no. Doesn't matter. So next time I will remind before stream. I want to remind you during stream. Well, I don't know about tormenting. I will probably need to set up the... I don't know if there is the... If the timing things for you to not spam Titanic flutes and to have a revenge on me needs to be set up on OBS or on Twitch or whatever, because I haven't had the time to see how the sound thing works. But I will make sure You can troll me. At least with the soundboard. Anyway. Let's just focus on this thing. So, I will create this basically a prefab. There you go. Now the way is a prefab. And let's just put another in here. And basically this doesn't really matter so much where you need to put. You can just set whatever roughly in here. The enemy will move in this place to place. So basically, because this enemy is a ground type of enemy, it just walks on the ground. If you make this point slightly higher or not, it doesn't matter. The enemy basically will move on the ground, and it does this. So yeah. The thing is, we want our enemy to patrol in this area. Right? So, I will set up the first one. So just to make it easier, I will do this. So this first one will need to indicate to the second, and the second will need to indicate to the first one. There you go. There we go. Now we just need a very small thing, which is a type of collider. Do I need a collider in here? Or should I just code? Maybe I need a collider to make things easier, you know? Let's just make things easier to us. So let's just create a simple circle collider. There we go. The radius can be 1, cause why not? Or maybe 2.5, just to not make it too big. There you go. So this maybe should be on the range to have the collider with the enemy. So there's collision. Now this collision shall be triggered because, yeah, it needs to be triggered. Now there's the thing. If I set up a trigger thing in the enemy, it will trigger the radar itself and not this one, you know? Which is something that I don't really like. So, I can just create another game object called patrol. This shall have a script in here. We already have a patrol script, so let's just, why not recycle it? Although I don't want, we already have movement on our enemy, so we don't need this basically, this transforming here. This is basically to create movement. And it is on update, it's a big no-no, it's a mistake, so every movement needs to be on fixed update, because on fixed update is where collisions are calculated, and we don't want our enemy to jump on walls, to do that bug where the enemy basically is moving, if you see my cursor, and collides with the wall, If it's on fixed plate, it stays still on wall. If it's on a plate, it does this bug, like trying to move to the right and jumping and yeah. That's why movement is always made on fixed plate, so it can do the collisions and then movement, you know. But anyway, every single code in the patrol system will be commented because we have movement on our enemy anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's why. Well, I guess I have explained something to you. Well, I'm actually happy for you to be learning on our stream, which is pretty awesome. I always love to teach people new things. Well, so what we want on our patrol system in here? So, in here we basically want one thing. This one thing will be basically to have a target. So something similar to the thing on the radar, but not like that. So we want a target. So private transform target. We want to encapsulate these objects. So basically public transform get target then return our target, and then what we want is a simple collision, you know, on trigger enter. Yes, yeah, that's what we want. On trigger enter this. So, on this trigger enter, basically, we are detecting... It's not in here. Pay attention, please. So, the patrol point is not in here, it's on the patrol itself. So, is in here that I want to do this. So, if call, which is our collider, dot transform dot tag, we can just do a compare tag, because why not? And the tag is basically patrol point. If it is a patrol point, then we want our target to become... actually no, this is not correct. So if we collide with a patrol point, we shall get the new target on our patrol system. The new target will be equal to... let me see. Will be equals to the target setup in this patrol point. So I'll need to make a call dot get component patrol point, and in this patrol point I want to get next point, so we can get the next point on this thing, you know. And with that we get the new target. So on this we call this, which gets the new target thing. There's that, and yeah. So see, very few lines compared to this, because the movement is already on the enemy, and so the enemy will always have the movement to follow the player or the patrol point or whatever we want, you know. Now the thing is, we need to set up the enemy to target this. So let's just do that, shall we? So when we start the game, we want basically to tell our enemy to, well, The target shall be this, but if the radar doesn't show any target, so if target is null, it means that our radar doesn't have a target. So we want to do basically the same in here, but not in our radar. What we want is to make it on our patrol thing. So patrol class. Get it? That's awesome. The thing is, we need to do something similar on this exit thing. So basically, I will just get this code, and do something similar in here, but not target equals to null. I don't want that to happen. What I want is target to become the patrol point. You know? The point that the patrol will need to follow, basically. That's what we want. Fantastic! I believe it's properly working. Or not. Just to make bug proof, I will do something very fast. Let me just call dot compare tag player. Do I need to make transform? Compare the tag? I don't know, but it's in there in case there is problems. Well, there you go. So I believe, yeah, I believe it's cool. Arcade Smoke 4L. Hello there. Hello there, and you have made a follow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Well, let's just check if our enemy starts patrolling. Plot twist, it will not. And there's a reason for that. First, the patrol needs a collider. It can be circle collider, because why not? And I will make it a 1, and it needs to be triggered. Fantastic. So now this has a trigger thing. Second, this doesn't have a tag with the name of, but Jesus Christ, there is a lot of tags that I need to clean. As usual, feature card can deal with that. Let's just add a new other tag in here. And this tag, before I forgot, let's just go to patrol, and it needs to be the patrol points tag. Right. So this new tag shall be patrol points. There you go. We have a new tag, so let's just go to our prefab. This prefab shall have the patrol points tag, and fingers crossed, things should work correctly. So let's just see. I'm from a notorious network Discord you joined earlier. I'm just here to show support, so thank you for the support. Thank you very much. Network Discord. There is two things about network: the marketing network and actually like computer network. Oh yeah, it was Roxy that advertised it into Discord. Oh, Roxy is making a actual good job on marketing. Thank you. When our team is doing its good job. Good job. So, yeah. And thank you for your support. We really appreciate that. Well, let's just test our enemy, shall we? So, good question, and let's just make a bet. So, people in chat, do you want to bet if our enemy is going to move properly or not? That sounded like shade. It's not shading. I was congratulating for the good job. Come on, man. Don't think like that, man. Come on. I'm just congratulating the good job. It's actually something good that we should do. Like, good job, you know. It's not a shade. I wasn't trying to be that rude, you know. If you were doing a bad job, I was going to do that, you know. But actually not. I congratulated for a good job, you know. Well, let's just try and see if our enemy starts patrolling or not, shall we? So let's just play and see. And yes, it's not doing that. God damn it. Well, I guess I lose the bet. We haven't bet anything, but there you go, it's not working. Of course it's not working. God damn it. Well, I already know why it's not working. Because we need a target. And the patrol doesn't have a target. If I serialize field our target on our patrol class, well, it would work if I place the enemy on top of that point. But anyway, so I want this first, this object, this way target point to be on our patrol thing. So I'll just drag this object in there and it will probably fix the thing. There you go. Or not. God damn it, bugs everywhere. Why you do this to me? Couldn't you just work? Why you always have to bug on me? Come on, man. Anyway, let's just start debugging. Well, there is always the case that people say game dev it's 10% programming, 90% debugging. So there you go. Let's just do that 90% debugging. Well, our enemy is just non-stop in this point. Why are you doing this? So, probably not working with the collision. Is the collision working? So that is triggered and our patrol is triggered as well. So let's just do this in parts. So let's just confirm they are not referenced itself, because if they are, it's a big problem. So the way it's referenced next point to way 1, which is this one, which reference to the previous one. Okay. So they are referencing each other, which is good. So the patrol point, which reference each other, next point it returns the next point. Fantastic. And in the patrol thing we have our target, which is for example the 1, and we do this. The get target will basically do the target itself, which is one setup in there. But if I collision enter with the patrol point, it should get the next point. And this target should become this. Let me just do a transform just to make sure, you know, because this may fix our problem. This was a Unity thing? Let's just check out. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a Unity thing. God damn it. God damn it. So it wasn't a Unity thing. Is this collider being triggered anyway? And we can just do this by here. Let's just see that. What happens? You have target? Yes, you have. Let's just try. Do you detect collision? You do! You do detect collision. So why you don't update it? You do detect collision, but you don't update it. Oh, I might understand why you don't. I might understand why you don't. I might understand why you don't do that. Why we don't do this so? I may have got a simpler way to set the target in here. Let's encapsulate this enemy target. So public void set target. And I will receive a transform object, and our target object will be equals to the object. There you go. And with this I can basically delete this, the radar thing. I can delete the radar and I can delete the patrol. Right? Or no? Maybe not. Maybe actually yes. So if the target isn't null, it will move. Else there is going to be a new target. Congratulations! So, if the target is no, then I will need to do this. So basically we'll get the target from the patrol thing, and if this is null, then the target will be null, so it doesn't matter. And this can go, and we'll set the target on the radar or the patrol thing itself. Yeah, something like that. Let's just see what chat is what's going on chat. So you're talking about the Discord. And talking about Discord, let's just check up the Discord from our community. Yes, we have a personal Discord. Yes, indeed. So let's just, while the Discord opens, let's just see what's going on in here. So talking about the network Discord. This might be an ancient bug, but I remember having some issues with collisions on updates. Might be in why I put it in fixed updates. Oh yeah, that's the Pixel John talking about the bug that I've explained previously. By the way, the bug that we are having right now, it's not that bug basically. I can explain why it's happening though. Going to get some food. I'm leaving the stream in the background. Oh, thank you. At least you'll be becoming a lurk, which means an extra view. Thank you very much. Notorious Networks, if you need me. Oh, yeah, there is a shout out to another Discord server, Notorious Networks. There you go. But basically, talking about Discord, the UGS team has a Discord itself. Can I just hide my other servers? Yes, I can. So let's just try and do something to not... I don't want to dox myself. Come on. Slowly and surely, there we go. So, this is the UGS Discord server, and you can join us with the link down below. So if you want to talk with us, you can join our server, and we will be always in here, and you can talk to us. Yeah, that is the Discord channel. Spoilers. Yeah, there's stuff that we shouldn't be showing. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is, yeah, we have a Discord channel. You can join our Discord, and if you want to talk with us, we try to be active in there as much as possible. So there you go. You have a Discord. There is other projects in here. For example, we have a section for our Droian, Exauria, Redrun, and others that should not be named because they are secret. But anyway, that is also the main channel. We have memes. You can promote your stuff in our community as well on the free promotions. So there you go. We have a Discord channel. If you want to talk with us, go ahead and join our Discord channel. So yeah, link down below. Dude, show one of the channels they see. Well, yeah, there is stuff. Did I show stuff in there? Did I dox? Yes, I did dox stuff. God damn it! Why I'm trying to do shoutouts and don't do stuff properly? Come on, god damn it. Well, anyway, they didn't see too much stuff. I believe next time I'll need to do stuff better. But, well, anyway. I guess we haven't showed too much. We'll cut it. Thank you, thank you. Yes, that was a very big mistake on my part. But anyway, well, it is what it is. There's always stuff like that happening on streams. So yeah, there you go. At least you don't... I haven't doxed my thing, I guess? Or have I? I probably have. Doesn't matter. Well, it will be cut. So there you go. Well, going back to the stream, shall we? Well, we have radar. Radar. So, on trigger enter. So we have this and we have the exit as well. And we have the set target. So in set target, I want to do something. So basically, I want to... let me just tell stuff in here. So what I want to do in here is basically on the patrol system I want to do something correct in here. So let's just delete in here. On the patrol system we have a target and we have a public get target and we have this on trigger enter to be. Yeah, I believe we don't need this anymore, or do we? Well, we need this target, we don't need this get target. What? Yeah, well, we need it because we have it gathered. I can't delete stuff, because this get target is on the start in here, you know, so I can't do too much in here. What I can do though is on trigger enter, this target is not gonna be changed. Well, it will be changed, doesn't matter. What matters is I need to also get the target from the enemy. So let's just do that, shall we? Can I get a component in parent? Yes, I can. Fantastic. And I want enemy. And I want to set target. I need a dot. Set target. Or target. Fantastic. Now the patrol system should be fixed. Is it? No, it isn't. Because I have deleted the thing in there. Okay, now the radar. The radar needs to get the parent. The thing is, I don't want the radar to be set up on enemy thing. I want the radar to have an hierarchy that I can set up on an enemy. But, well, I'm going to do the enemy and then when I reach the aiming, the following rocket thingy, we can set up that later. For now, I'm just going to do my way. Yeah. So radar. On trigger enter 2D, I shall make, well, if we detect an enemy, so if we set target, So detected white type, yeah, set target, this stuff in here, new target, there you go. Target no. And target name. I believe there is no need for this, I think. Target no, so yeah, I can do this. So, let's just get components in parent, enemy, set target, and the target that I want to set, I will make an easy thing in here. So basically, when I set the target on radar, I want to set the target so if our target isn't null, then we shall send our targets. Else, I will need to get the get components. That is the how can I get the other object thing? Because I can't get the components on the radar because it's on the patrol thing. Let me check the enemy for a little. Oh, so it does it automatically. If this is no, then gets from here. You get target from the patrol thing. Fantastic. Then if it is doing that in here, then there is no reason for this to be on the start. Basically, because it's going to be null anyway. So target starts with null, and if it is null, then it's going to get on pixel update. It's going to get on the target, on the patrol system. It's going to patrol, and if it's patrolling, then it follows the thing. It doesn't do this anymore. And if it detects the radar thing, then it's doing this, the enemy, and set target to target. So the target on our why is because it's an object. Alright, so I need to get transformed. So there you go. It does that, so the target is now the thing, the player. Otherwise it becomes this. No. Right? Am I doing the thing? So set targets. Target can be null or not, and if we turn the target is one of the objects, which is the player, or is the null, then if it returns null or whatever it returns in target, it will become that. So this can be deleted and it shall be working. Is the debug done? Is it not? We shall see. Let's see. Play. It triggered stuff in here, which is not great. And it will keep triggering stuff in there, which I personally don't like. I mean, it works, but I don't like it. If that makes sense, you know? I really don't like it. Why you keep triggering null in here? What's your problem? What's your goddamn problem in here? Why you keep doing this? Hey, why you keep doing this? Well, basically because I'm removing... Okay, I understand now why it keeps doing it. Alright. Alright, I'm going to fix this. No need to panic. It's going to be fixed. I'm not going to be lazy. There you go. It's fixed now. It's on a radar now only detects things that it can detect. There you go. So it's probably fixed now. Right? Wrong. It's going to trigger, but well, doesn't matter. It's not constantly triggering the no, which is something, well, that we want. Fantastic! It's patrolling! So Pixel John have a question, basically something that is talk about the fixed update thingy. So our enemy was like doing this in this point, right? So he was doing that because basically he was moving to the point, and if he overshoots the point by moving, he'll start to go backwards and then front back, and then does this because he's basically targeting the point itself. The enemy doesn't do that on the player because basically they have colliders and they can basically merge themselves, so they can't do this on the player. And because now the enemy, when he collides with this, now starts following the other one. When he collides with this one, goes to the other one, and then back, forth, and there you go. If only one point existed, then he will go to this point and then starts doing this, overshooting itself. Right, it makes sense. There you go. Glad you have understand that. Woo, game done! There you go. We can now do the final commit and release the game. Obviously we are joking, but yes, it's working this. And I can approach the enemy. The enemy shall start following me, I believe. Let's just test it. Why you don't? Follow me. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Come on. God damn it. Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Why you need to be like this? Why? Okay. Okay, I will need to get another thing. So basically I need this, and I'll need the radar thing, yes, I will need the radar thing, I'll need the get target, and I will need to check if the target is null or not. Basically. me on the socials. Follow me, follow me. And then people just go to their things and don't follow us. It's sad, it's sad. Now I'm feeling you. Yeah, that's very sad. I want him to follow, but he doesn't follow. Sad. Very sad. Anyway, he doesn't follow because of this patrol thing. But I can just check if the radar has a target or not, and if it has, it should not trigger this. I will need to do that anyway, and I didn't want to. God damn it. So I'll need to get parent. Transform. Get parent. Get component in children, which is going to be radar, and then I will call the get target equals to null. So yes. And because I don't want to be constantly making parent, get component, get target, blah blah, yada yada. Actually no, I need to be constantly doing this to get target. But I don't need to be constantly doing this get component. I can just save the radar in here. Basically doing this. Private, radar, and then on void awake I can just do radar equals to this. There you go. This is just optimizing things, you know. I'm just optimizing. I can't do this in here because, well, it is what it is. I'll do in this thing. Well, anyway, I will leave it like that, and how to make programmer relate to social media struggles. Yes, indeed. And can we relate when those struggles are overcome or not? Shall we see it? Let's check it. So the enemy is patrolling, yada yada, super happy, going back and forth. So let's just try it. Yes! We got a follow! Yay! Now I'm just going to run away and check. And because the enemy has lost sight of ourselves, meaning we are out of the radar of our enemy now, he starts patrolling again. And if we approach the enemy and the enemy notices, come on, notice me, senpai, come on. He's following us, but if I run away, you shall go back. Don't stop it. You can go back. Why you don't go back? Why you don't go back? No. Why you don't go back? Yeah, he really likes me. He really likes me. Anyway, I can just do something like this. Let me just see. So target.transform triggers a null. So alright, I need to do that. So if it isn't null, then target transform. So yeah. If target isn't null, then target transform. Else no. Like Pixel John has said before, an if statement always fixes bugs. Let's just see if this has fixed our problem. And basically this is something that I really don't like because it's the radar accessing the enemy and I'm going to change it anyway, so don't worry. But still, the bug shall be fixed. I hope, at least. Because you know, you never know if things are fixed correctly or not. So he's patrolling, super happy, enemy patrolling. Let's just see if we can make it follow us and then move away. So come on, start. Yes. No, 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 no. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. And then go back to where you came from. Then follow me again. Can I make him change me? Come on. Follow me to oblivion. Can I make you follow to oblivion? Yes, I can. No! He saved himself! The enemy was clever than I. He saved himself. What a lucky enemy. But well, I'm happy because the bug is fixed, so fantastic. There you go. It's fixed, which is great. Now we have an enemy. That's a smart AI. Yes, indeed. He got smart out of the sudden. When the bugs were fixed, he got smart. Smart boy. Smart boy. Now. We have an enemy moving and patrolling. What should we do? What should we do? Well, I can start by fixing the flip thing on the enemy movement. So basically will be something similar to the player flip. So I can just go to the player itself. Well. I was thinking about doing something, but I may not. Check his ground, check his wall, check direction changer. Horizontal input, transform right, there is the thing, and check direction changer, that is the late thing. Let me see this enemy. I have an horizontal input in here. Alright, I'm going to do this properly, so yeah, let's just do it properly. So, because I don't want to simply copy flip system from player and pasta on the enemy, I will do something even better. Yes, I will. So I'm going to scripts and I'm going to create a new script. And this script will be movable, which means it's a movable object. And so, the enemy is destructible, the player is destructible as well, right? Now, where is the movable? Where is the movable script? Come on, movable. Movable is basically a script for moving objects. I didn't want you to move to a new window, so go back in here. So this is going to be moving objects. Now, I did it again. God damn it. Go back to here. I just wanted to make it close to the player and close to the enemy. Now, enemy and player are destructible. That's fine, that's very fine. I want the player and the enemy to be movable as well. But we can't have two parent classes. So we can choose. Is the movable be a class from destructible? All movable objects can be destroyed. Is something that we want to do? Yeah, why not? So movable. Why not? So destructible. There you go. And now we can just tell our player and our enemy they are movable. And so movable is destructible, meaning both player and the enemy still has the HP and the ability to take damage and to die as well. Fantastic. But now I want something in here. I will need the horizontal input. Come in here, horizontal input. It's 0. I will cut this and I will move it to movable class. I don't need start and update, I believe, so go away. This doesn't need to be in here as well. So, there you go. We have this. There is a problem. This variable is private, so it's inaccessible inside player, and we need the horizontal input in player. So instead of being private, we will be protected. Meaning, it's still private to other classes, with the exception of classes that are child of that class itself. Meaning, player is a class with the parent movable. It means the player has access to its parent things, which is the horizontal input. So there you go. Now, what we need as well? We need the flipping functions in here. So there is the update, which has the input received things, and now on fixed update we have ground, wall, blah blah blah. There you go. There's the movement in there as well, that's fantastic. Wall detection, jump, over, interact with objects, jump reset, over animation, and this. This flip thing is what I want, and this is inside of fixed update. Fantastic. Now, I will create a fixed update in here. although it will be private, because it will be specific for this movable thing. And I will cut and paste. I'll need to cut and paste inside this. There you go. Now we are missing these two functions, so let's just go pick them up. So check is ground is not a thing we want, not the wall. Direction changer, this is what we want. And so we have this on player and also on enemy. Fantastic. And I believe it's done. Let's just see. I can easily check if it's working or not by playing the game. We have the stripes on the left, now we have the stripes on the right. It's not working properly. And if I check our enemy, it's also not working. Now I'm confused. So, yeah, this is movable. Alright, it's movable. Destructible. Yeah, pixel plate. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but I guess I will have to do it anyway. So, protected. Alright, I'm going to do it. This is going to create an infinite loop, right? Before I do stuff that may create problems, will it though? I think it's going to be problematic having this. Destructible is one of behavior, so this. There's the fix up thing, right? And in here as well. I mean, I can place these in there. Should we? Just make these two also protected, and I kinda didn't want that. I wanted this fixed update to be run as well. Let me see on Google if that is possible or not. Let us see if that's possible or not. And it's update on parent us as well. Unity. So let's see. Yes, protected velocity fixed. Fixed update. Yeah. Okay. What is the response for this? Let me see. Public abstract class movement base. Base.fixedUpdate. base.fixed update. var velocity. Okay, I understood now. Does this need to be abstract? Why not? Why not? This is protected, so I can access in there, and in here I will just call the base dot fixed update. There you go. This is unmovable. Yes. Enemy needs this as well. Base fixed update. Ta-da! Done. And so the flip is working on our character, and if we check up the enemy, it's not doing it on the enemy, and I know exactly why. Because the enemy is using this, but if I just delete that float, the problem shall be fixed, I believe. Right? And it's backwards. God damn it. Actually, no, it's not backwards. It's... I have made this the wrong way, so... The radar should be positive. There you go. The enemy sprite for some reason is looking this way. By the way, let me see if Pixel John is in the chat. Oh, hello there, General Kenobi. Welcome back. Welcome back. And to be properly in the references, hello there. So, Pixel John in the chat. Let me ask you something. Where is the front of this enemy? Is this side, the left side, or the right side? What is the side, the front side of the enemy? Left side is the front side, okay. So let's just me check up some things. Wait a second. Where is the image? Enemy sprite. Flip on X. There you go. Done. Simple, easy breezy. Done. And so, I believe it's it. Is it? Yes, it is. So the front of our enemy is now this thing. Yes, it is. So it's on radar. We have a slight radar on his back as well. I can adjust it. So let me just do some things on radar. The size, let's just do something smaller. Something like that. Increase the offset, not on y-axis, on the x-axis. Something like that. So you can sneak behind this enemy, you know. And we are approaching the 20 o'clock mark, so dinner time. Just giving that warning for our moderators to search for a raid target. And well, we have this. Properly working. Oh, god damn it, I didn't apply the settings. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm going to do this properly. So let's just do a 5 in here. Let's do like 12. And for me to be properly done, like a 4 maybe? Yeah, a 4 is... yeah. The offset, a 2. This is probably an 8. And I want the offset to be on the x-axis, and I want something like a 3.2. There we go. There we go. There is another thing I want to do. As you can notice, we have a speed, and our enemy speed is 5. But if he is patrolling, I want it to make it slower. I want to make it slower. So, let's go back to the enemy. The enemy has a speed. Do we have an identifier if he's speeding fast or not? I mean, speeding fast or not is basically if he's chasing a player or just patrolling around, is what I was trying to say. So we have a target, we have this in here. Alright, so if it's on the patrol thing, the speed could go lower. Else the speed could become higher, so I can just set speed. Ooh. Fantastic. To do this properly, I will just create 2, you know? And I will do a patrol speed, a target speed, and just a private float speed. So patrol speed can be like 1, for example, and the target speed could be like a 2.5, for example. The normal speed will start with patrol speed. That's what we want. Come on, man. It needs to be a value, doesn't matter. I will do on start. There you go. Now you have a value. Now, we want to identify if he is patrolling or not. If it starts patrolling, which is in here, we want to do this. Basically, I can do just that. It's easy. So speed equals to patrol speed. But I want to create another function. Do I? Or do I just do something in here? Because when the radar triggers the thing, it triggers in here. Set target, and there's the player thing. Yeah. Let me just do something faster like this. So enemy, set target, I want like set speed, or set target speed. This doesn't matter. Now I want this function on the enemy itself. So public void, there you go. And so the speed will be equals to target speed. And so every time radar detects an enemy, detects a player, it will tell the enemy to change the speed to the target speed, which is the faster speed. But if there is no target, there isn't any target, which is the case of the radar, because if there is anything on the target, it will go null, you know. There is a target, then target. If there isn't a target, no. If there is no, then it triggers this if statement, which it's going to get the target from the patrol system. In turn, it is going to apply the patrol speed, which is a slower speed. And the patrol speed and target speed can be set up on the inspector as well. So we have in here the patrol speed and target speed. We can adjust by enemy if we want, have faster enemies or slower ones. And we can just test this. So we have a slower enemy, as you can see. It's slowly doing its patrol and stuff. But if it detects a player, then it should become faster. Right? And then, because there isn't a player, it's slow and then it's faster. And if I lose sight of it, it should be slower. And detects the player faster. See? Huh? What the hell was that? Alright. And of course we can adjust it, for example, 3 speed, patrolling on 1.5. You know. So it's patrolling faster. Slightly faster because this is slow. Even though the concept of slow and faster is relative for each people, but you know. Follow me. And if lost sight of the player, it goes slower, but if it detects the player, it goes faster. And of course, we need to end the stream on a bug. So thank you everyone for for watching our stream today. Yes, of course, we'll as usual, it's tradition to end the stream on a bug. For some reason, he's stuck in here. Let's just pause this and understand why this bug is occurring. So we have the patrol thing, which is inside the trigger thing way, right? Yeah, it is a bug. Future Cad can deal with that. Whatever. I believe he's going to be very mad at me, but anyway, Future Cad can deal with that. It's just a bug, you know? Yeah. Anyway. Now the enemy has multiple speeds. See, it's fixed. Just by playing, it's fixed. Whatever. Well, I may have an idea why that bug is happening, but whatever. Well, hope you have enjoyed the stream. Before we go out, let's just plug some stuff. So I already have plugged the itch.io page, I have plugged the Discord. Why not plug the socials? And by meaning socials, I can mean our website that has everything. So we have our socials down below. We are active on Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. We have a TikTok, even though I don't use it very much. We have it, so our team is working on it. Let's just plug our website. So we have a website, ugs.pt. PT because we are Portuguese. We are a Portuguese-based studio. You know, we have international people in here. We are not only Portuguese. We have other people from other countries in our team. For example, Brazil. We might have other countries in the future, but for now, yes. We are based in Portugal, and if you scroll down on the other projects, because we started with Exauria, Red Run, in the future we hope to update this website, but yeah, you can support us on Ko-Fi, Patreon, we have our socials, TikTok is not in here, another thing that I need to update, but yes. We have Instagram, Twitter, we have IndieDB, Discord, Facebook. This VOD is going to be posted on YouTube as well, so if you want to rewatch the stream, and if you like, give us a subscribe in there. If not, you can just see the next stream will be on Wednesday at the same hour if everything goes good. Probably a Let's Plays, because it's starting to be a tradition. Let's Plays on Wednesday, Game Dev on Friday. So thank you for everyone who has followed us today. Of course, we have an itch.io, and soon we may have a game on Steam for us to wishlist. This game, Droian, in the future, you know. But for now, you can check our alphas on itch.io. I have already plugged this, but yeah, you can follow us on our socials to see future updates, you know. So thank you everyone, and hope to see you soon. See you next time on the same channel. Bye bye.